Talo palava, malalale, kia ora, and welcome. For maths, for the next few sessions, we're going to be looking at measurement as a syndicate. So today we're going to start by looking at measuring lengths. The first few things I want to talk about is some things you can find at home to measure with. You might have a centimetre ruler that you might have brought home or you might have at home. Perhaps you've got a tape measure. You can be using a tape measure to measure objects around your house, or you might even have a sewing measuring tape. So there are a few options of things you might have lying around at home. So because you all might have different measuring tools, it's important for us to talk about conversions between different units of measurement. So if we've got centimetres, 1 centimetre is the same as 10 millimetres. So some devices, especially ones builders use, only measure in millimetres. So you've got to be aware of millimetres. 10 millimetres is 1 centimetre. Yeah, I think that's the only conversion we'll do. That should cover between the device you've got. They'll either likely be in centimetres or in millimetres. Also remember, if you're measuring big items, 100 centimetres is equal to 1 metre. So if you're measuring a big item, you might be into the metres as well. For the sake of your exercise and activities you'll do, we ask that you measure in centimetres. So that may mean you need to convert the measurements that you've done. So it's really important, I'm going to be using the centimetre ruler today. It's really important to know where we measure from when we're measuring. A ruler, you know, they're generally 30 centimetres long, but it's generally got a bit at the start and a bit at the end. So we need to make sure when we're measuring, we're starting from the first measuring line, which is normally sort of 2 centimetres in to start with. So we need to make sure we're on the line, not measuring from this part of the ruler, but where the first measuring line starts. So on the whiteboard I've drawn some lines, so just to, for the purpose of, I guess, an example of measuring. So I'm going to make sure that my ruler lining, my first measurement line's lining up here, and it goes to here. I can see that this line is 12 centimetres. So I can just write 12 centimetres. Whenever we're measuring something, it's really important where you put the unit of measurement that we're using. Like I said today, we're converting to centimetres. So if I just had 12, that wouldn't be right. And it's really, really crucial to have the form of measurement that we're using, the measurement unit. Second line, make sure my ruler's in line, it's nice and straight. I can see that's 16 centimetres. And my third line is 20 centimetres. If you were using a measuring tape, for example, builders only use millimetres. So I could hold it up to these same lines, making sure again I'm starting from the first measurement line, and I'll see that that line is 120 millimetres. This next line here, I can see that it is 160 millimetres. And the last one here, 200 millimetres. And this fits with our rule that 1 centimetre is equals to 10 millimetres. So you know that 12 times 10 is 120, or 16 times 10 is 160. So it fits with our rule. So like I say, the unit of measurement does depend on what tool you're using, and it's really, really crucial that we have them in our answers. So that's a bit of an introduction to measuring length. What you're going to have to do is a follow-up task on measuring the length of some objects in your house, making sure you're aware of what unit you're measuring in, making sure you're using your tool correctly. Like I said, if it was the ruler, make sure you're starting from that first measuring line. Okay, Vanaka Vaka level, have fun.